Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're new to Intuitive Perceptions, hello, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for rocking with me. All right, guys, so I just want to make a couple announcements before we kind of just get started and get into the gist of your guys' meal, just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. So planetary-wise, this month, Jupiter is in Scorpio and it's retrograde, right? So that's until July 10th, and we also have Saturn and Pluto are both retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn until September 6th, and Pluto is going to be until September 30th. Also, Uranus is going to be, or going to go, retrograde August 7th, and that's going to be in Taurus, but it'll retrograde back into Aries until January 6th, 2019. Also, Neptune will also be going retrograde this month from in Pisces from June 18th until November 24th. Also, guys, regarding the Lovegistics little special I was doing for you guys, I was going to record new love readings for you guys, but Spirit and my guides told me that those readings that are up there are good for May and June. So go ahead and check those out. There's a link in the description box. Also, guys, I kind of added a little thing here. If you check the description box, you guys can find the link to my Amazon wish list. Now, kind of thought this was kind of a good idea. Anyway, the link is there for you guys. If you guys would like to participate and maybe buy a deck that I'm interested in, I'll give you guys a reading, that comes with that purchase. So just go ahead and check the description box. There'll be a link there for the Amazon wish list. It's kind of a way to get a reading for a pretty good price. So check that out, guys, okay? Also, I added a new service to the website. It's called Career Crux. It's a career reading. So there's a link there in the description box as well to there. And also, guys, a donation link can also be found within the description box as well. So, yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys. Oh, yeah, this month we're also using the Postcards from Spirit, once again, by Colette Baron-Reid. And we're also using, as well, the Fountain Tarot for you guys' spreads this month. All right, let's go ahead and bless the decks and see what June has in store for you guys, all right? Father God, I open all channels of light, north, south, east, and west, guardian angels of the four directions, high councils who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks today, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and are intended to be. Viggity, 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 Virgo, right? So here we have, wait, before I start, Virgo, I try to get your card straight. I'm a Virgo sun. I know, so let's just move on, Anyway, here is, in terms of traditional tarot, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. Here's your postcard from Spirit. We'll go ahead and turn the card over at the end of the reading and see what the message is for you. Maybe you could be dealing with an Aries. Maybe you could be dealing with the Virgo. Or you kind of sort of came up in your own reading. Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could have that in your chart. Okay. Virgo, so you are moving forward. You're moving forward because you know you need to. But there's something here where you, Virgo, it's interesting because okay, my guides want me to tell you, okay, this is Mercury in Sagittarius, Jupiter, Aries, Mars. This right here is summertime, or the season for summer. This right here is Venus in Aquarius, and here we have Jupiter again. So you have two Jupiter cards here, which is interesting. So you know you need to move forward, Virgo. It's important. you have 2 Jupiter cards here that are in support of this. And they're both upright, which is great. But here, Virgo, you know that there are certain relationships, you know, whether partnerships, relationships, family, whatever the case may be, or any combination of the sort, that need to, you need to distance yourself from, and you're processing this, Virgo. You're coming to the conclusion, you know, that it's now time for you to move forward. Now, you are more than confident that you can do this. But there's something here where I'm feeling there's a karmic tie here. And since this is Venus in Aquarius, you may have to isolate yourself or be detached, I want to say, from any type of ship, you know, partnership, relationship, business ship, whatever the case may be for you today. And this severing of the cord, it's taxing on you, because you know that you need to move forward. You know, you've already made that conclusion, and you know that it's going to be, you have it all planned out, Virgo, you know, which is okay. But at the same time, there's something here, there's a tie here that has to, I want to say, do with, it may not be very in the near future, you know, or may not be in summer, may not happen, you know, but I'm feeling as though that use this time to maybe gather your resources together so that when you are ready to leave, you know, or when you're ready to make that decision to, you know, separate and remove yourself from this person, place, or thing that you're involved with, you have the resources to sort of do it, you know, because you have them right now. But you're still dealing with the emotional aspect of completely severing the cord, you know? And I feel like that's why the Seven of Swords is here, or Venus in Aquarius is here for you. Because there's something here that has to, okay, I just picked up, you're going to have to stick around, Virgo, until, like, you really make that decision, until you see that people are separating themselves from you. Or you could just very well be in hermit mode, you know, and just being separate from everyone in general, you know, which is highly likely, Virgo, you know. But it's more of relationships have to be shaken up. Relationships have to run its course with you, Virgo, I feel, and then that's when you're gonna kind of be left with, at the end, being like, I fucking knew it all along, you know, like one of those types of things. But you don't even, it's interesting, Virgo, because it's almost like you don't want to, you know, renew this relationship or person, place, or thing for you. You don't want to renew the connection, right? That's one aspect. And the other is, nor do you really want to move forward with someone new, nor do you want to, it's like you don't even want to, like, start to think about the severing. I feel like you're not there yet, and that's okay. These things take time. There's isolation that needs to happen, and I'm feeling as though that, Virgo, that you're going to have to separate yourself, and then the other person, place, or thing, it's going to have to be like a mutual separation. That's what's going to have to happen, you know? And one thing I at least want to say to you, Virgo, is that, and I don't want to be, you know, a little rough with my words, but in a perfect world, Virgo, you know, like, that'll just happen. We'll just, we'll meet up and we'll say, okay, we're going to separate. Like, it usually, it doesn't happen like that. And I believe that that's why the Ace of Cups is reversed here, because, Virgo, you know that. You know, and you're going to have to make the conscious decision to actually move forward. You know, whether that person approves of it or not, whether that person chases you, whatever the case may be, you need to move forward so that you can renew your cup of love. You know, you can refill your cup. And I mean, there are doves here, so this is divinely guided. But if we don't, there's a lot of birds here, Virgo. I mean, what, 2 birds here, there's a hawk there. It's just interesting, you know. And birds are going to be very important, I want to say, in June. And you know, this needs to happen already. And I believe that that's why, like I said, the Ace of Cups is reversed, because it's kind of like you're not allowing kind of divine time. It's not that you're not allowing divine timing to work. It's sort of like Like, I'm just picture that's funny. My guy just gave me like an image of like angels walking. You know, they're walking, and then all of a sudden, like you put like a very tiny, little thin, like fishing wire, like across their walkway, and then as they're walking, like they'll stumble over, and you're like, okay, yes, it buys me time. Like, it's something like that. And I don't want to take away from the gravity of your situation, and kind of make it a little bit comical, but that's just the image that they gave me a little bit. Like, that's kind of the intent here a little bit, but it's more of just Virgo. Like, you ain't trying to go deep anymore and do all that, but you're gonna have to. And no more compartmentalizing your emotions. Because look at over here and look what's here for you. Having control over your environment, but when we say control, it's more of delegation. Being a person who stands in their truth, and being a person who understands what their move is, what they need to do, what is required of them, so that they can then sustain their empire. They can then sustain their home life. They can then be the ruler of their sea, the captain of their sea, And I mean, damn, Virgo, the damn Wheel of Fortune's right here for you. Like, if this doesn't say divinely guided, it's very divinely guided, and you have the support of the universe to actually make this happen. Some of you may have Aries in your chart, so it's kind of like you have the drive. It's there. This is who you... Okay, when this gets figured out, and when this gets, worked through, this is what's coming in. Interesting. The Eight of Wands here. I can't really remember what the Eight of Wands... Let's see. Let me flip through these files in my damn head. The Eight of Wands is, oh yeah, hello, Mercury in Sagittarius. So it's coming up, okay. Understanding what the truth is within the situation. Understanding what the real truth is here regarding the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups reversed. You're going to find the truth in here. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is here because you already know. This is like your higher self. Your higher self already knows the truth. You already know the truth a little bit in a sense, but there's this emotional part that needs to be viewed and needs to be worked through. And when it is, that's when you're really going to find the truth of your intellect or truth of your communication. Whatever that may be for you. But you're in full support of having the time to allow you to find your truth. But let's not take our time too much here. Yeah, we've been granted the opportunity and we have the support of it. But at the same time, let's not wait around, when like the next best comes around in a sense, or at least when you hear an option that you're like, oh, okay, I kind of like that one. No, maybe I'll wait around for another one. Doing like that sort of thing. Let's not focus on that. Let's not do that. My guides keep taking me to the Nine of Coins. Virgo, you already know what the hell you need to do. That's what they keep, like, literally I'm over here and like my eyes are just like shifting over here to the Nine of Coins. It's crazy. You know what you need to do already. It's just there's a strong emotional tie here. Whatever the case may be for you, person, place, or thing. And I'm feeling like it's a mutual thing. And it's just time for you to do it and implement it, I just picked up, you probably have to, like, I may have said this, but you have to work through the emotions first so that you can then move forward. Because the Emperor doesn't have the Ace of Cups reversed and the Five of Swords here. This is someone who acts, who does. It's, Aries energy, so it's I am. It's the type of, energy that the Emperor kind of it exudes, or the card speaks of. Having all the boxes of life, that terms of, in terms of stacking them and building something beautiful. and knowing what it is. But I feel like this information is going to come in quite quick. Let's just be mindful of understanding why we're doing things. Let's not do things out of fear. Let's not do things out of anger. Let's not make decisions out of fear, decisions out of anger, because you're giving this opportunity here where it's great. But we need to fully take advantage of it and stand in our truth and stand in our power, you know, to make this happen and to make it manifest, Virgo. Yeah, so like I said, well, let's go back to the Jupiter section or the Jupiter mention here. They want me to mention it to you. And they're in both corners, which is very interesting. So it seems like you can even go everywhere you go, there's like a good support. I mean, Venus in Aquarius, that's just very detached from love. It's very kind of cold a little bit, you know. And since it's Aquarius, Uranus is a little bit involved. So shaking the foundations up a little bit and kind of being, see, what it is, Virgo, is that Venus in Aquarius, it's an isolation. It's a, it may be fine one day and it's not the next day, and then it leads to, you know, maybe a separation. And that's Uranus. Uranus shakes up the situation, and he's like, you forgot about that? That was, you know, that's a little weak boundary line, you know, something like that. But it's okay, because this needs to happen so that you can get the truth. You're going to develop it. I want to say you already know, but you're going to, you need these two last wands I'm feeling here. Full support. So we're going to take the opportunity, though. You know, that's the only thing. And don't view you walking away spiritually or severing the cord if it's constructive to who you are, and it's constructive to soulful growth and soulful learning and just overall abundance and happiness. Why would you feel selfish about that? You know, Virgo is the sign of you know, sign of service. But don't disservice yourself here. I don't know why I just picked up right here. If you don't work for yourself, or if you don't have your own business and work for yourself, you're always going to work for someone who does. I don't know, maybe that's for some of you out there. We have to go through our trials and our tribulations as well, in order to understand what the hell we actually need to do. And for us to build that strength. You know, it's like, no one, you know, packed on muscle without going to the gym. You see what I mean? I don't know why I just picked up two at the Eight of Wands here, that if you don't act quick on this, Virgo, like, I feel like God and Spirit are going to be like, well, then we going to come in, you know, like that kind of thing. And they're just kind of, they're going to push you. They've already been pushing you, Virgo, you know, and you know up to a certain point. Because you're just kind of like, you already know that they're pushing you. You're just kind of like, you're like, oh, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Whenever they, like, I can kind of see, like, they're coming around the bend for you to look at you, and you're like, I don't see you. But I never saw, you were at CVS? Oh my God, I never saw that. Like that, you know? Interesting, Virgo. Wow. Okay, I think that's all I'm getting. Let's go ahead and flip over this spirit card and see what they have for you. Okay. If you can read it, wonderful. No, don't worry. I'm gonna go ahead and read the card for you and see what it says. All right. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you. and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep faith. Love you always and forever. All right, Virgo. Divinely guided here. You know, we mentioned it. I mentioned it a handful of times, you know, and you, like I said, you Virgo, this reading here was just confirmation. That's really what it is, you know, and I don't think like you've heard anything today. I'm not saying that you didn't enjoy the reading or that no one's going to get anything from it. That's not what I'm saying. But maybe the majority of you I'm feeling are kind of like, yeah, that's true. Like, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. But regardless of what you got from it or what I say or what I feel, whatever you have taken away from it was for your soul and was for you, was divinely guided to you as well today. You have the support, Virgo. It's a wheel of damn fortune. It's going to go in your favor. All right, Virgo? Be good, make the correct decisions, and trust God and Spirit throughout the process. Allow their involvement, okay? We'll see you next month, Virgo.